Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners are 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran signal caller. In his 9th season now, it's Kirk Cousins.
I'm not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Pressure comes as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison.
Number 25, Alexander Madison.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Cowboys' 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Sean Lee on
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go make the tackle right away.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
over 1st and 10.
Now Dak Prescott leading the way onto the field. His 5th year now as a starter as he gets the keys again to this Dallas Cowboys offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
That one throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott will fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
Prescott.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. He may try, and the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
On the keeper. Touchdown, Dallas.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 20.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cook. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
On the carry.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might launch it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
7-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. From the shotgun, he'll throw to Jefferson on the sling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of
in so many ways. Throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they... A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
33, Dalvin Cook.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They go play action. Cousins. Now the hit calls, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Recovered by...
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll throw from the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
CD Lamb. It's a
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
48-yard line.
Prescott now letting one fly deep for Cooper. He'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Kyle Murray. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A gain of 2.
After 1, 7-3 the score. 3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Don Terry Poe able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Vikings 6.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
34-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little mark on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ezekiel Elliott.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Vikings 10-yard line.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jameis Olawale. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most don't want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. We weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The tackle made.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action now. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35.
complete.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
31 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He's tackled at the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this one quickly to land. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Vikings 6.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On the tackle.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good for a Minnesota.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Good for a Minnesota.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins, complete. Jefferson the target. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Cowboys 31-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Cousins on first down. Pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
They ain't ready for us.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not trying to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Jefferson.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 40.
Play fake. Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First down. Here's Cousins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On play action, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. And he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
We'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. B.C. Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second.
Well, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Tony Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
Quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Harrison Smith.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. It's Olawale again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. This will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about...
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
And a Cowboy first
Got to
down.
say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott. Harrison Smith.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Gain on the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
First down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and
facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Now Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Ezekiel Elliott.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now Elliott. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Olawale, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jameis Olawale with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself...
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Minnesota Vikings.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Cousins now. His pass caught at the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
3-yard line.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fire this deep for Gallup. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Prescott
making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2nd and goal.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
10 at the 21-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
2 yards.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
At the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Now Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The stop made by
There's Gerald McCoy on the tackle. Now in his first year with the Cowboys after 6 Pro Bowl appearances in Tampa and 1 good season in Carolina.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Sacked by Cameron Wade.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Quarter of play.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it's all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Ben Gideon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
21.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
The 3-yard line.
Turn to the power game and Olawale. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cousins on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
But quickly to Thielen here. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Cook.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there in the first down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A pass there over the middle to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Dallas.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Gallup now on the end around. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On the end around. Anthony Barr brought him down. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Well, they got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pollard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Danielle Hunter.
Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this one quickly to Lamb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Tackled at the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Taken down.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
3 on the play.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now he's on the wallet. it down to the 32.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to make it a two-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Taking over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
Cousins pass.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Got an open man, Ferdinand Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Cousins to throw. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. He'll dump this off to Cook. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
This is my
way. Score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Final score, Cowboys.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.